Over the last 4 years of selling on Amazon, I've thought to myself, there's gotta be a software where you can do product research from your phone. There hasn't been until now, and product research just got a lot easier. Let's break it down. What's up, champs? Welcome to today's video. My name is Trevin Peterson. I'm a full-time seven-figure Amazon seller, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how you guys can use your phone to do Amazon FBA product research. Before we dive into it, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe, drop a comment. If you do those three things, you have a chance of winning $100. I'm picking one lucky winner that likes, subscribes, and leaves a comment. I just want to say thank you guys for the support. And now what I want to do is talk about the new software that allows you to do product research from your phone. Like I mentioned in the intro, over the last 4 years of selling on Amazon, I've always thought to myself, man, like there's got to be a software on your phone that helps you do product research, because one of my favorite product research strategies is something that you can't do super easily on a computer right then and there. And the product research strategy that I want to talk about is called product research observation, or relating everything to Amazon. A few weeks ago, I made a video breaking down how I found a product that did $95,000 in the last 6 months just by doing this strategy. And it's essentially thinking and relating everything back to Amazon. So for me, as an Amazon seller, the last 4 years, my brain has completely changed. Every time I see something at the grocery store, as I'm driving, at my friend's house, at my own house, whatever shows up on my front porch of things that I bought on Amazon, anytime I see a product, I immediately think to myself, oh, I wonder if that's a potential product to sell on Amazon. And what's funny is I have an entire list inside my notes of products that I've found or that I've thought to myself, oh, I wonder if that could be an idea to sell on Amazon. So here's like kind of an example. I was at a football game, and there's a big band that they're playing their songs, and this guy has a trumpet, and he has a holder on his trumpet that's holding his phone. So I was like, oh, that seems super interesting. Like, what if I sell like a trumpet phone holder? And I wrote it down. I went home, come to find out, super competitive. Another time, I'm driving down the street, and I see all these yard signs on my neighbor's yard that says happy birthday. Big, massive letters, giant signs. And I'm like, oh, that's an interesting product, like big happy birthday yard signs. Sure enough, I look it up, and there was potential to sell that product. Now, that was a few years ago. There still might be some potential, but that is how I kind of think. And that's just how my brain thinks now, is when I see something, I ask myself, oh, I wonder if I could sell that on Amazon. And so just naturally, I was creating kind of lists of products of things that I saw, and then I'd go home and I'd research it. Or I'm at the grocery store and I see something, or I'm at the mall, or I'm out of the country traveling and I see an idea that I normally don't see, and I'm like, oh, that could be an Amazon product, so I write it on my list. Then when I get home, if I remember, I look it up. But now what you can do is when you find an idea like that, and that's just kind of my first piece of advice, is you've got to think and relate everything to Amazon. And if you start doing that, you'll start realizing that there are so many product ideas right in front of you. It's just you need to think and relate everything back to Amazon. It's kind of a curse at sometimes, because every single time you see a product, you're like, oh, I bet I could sell that on Amazon, or oh, I bet that product is making a lot of money on Amazon. Yeah, it's a curse, but at the same time, it's helped me find products. And if I can find products and make money off of it, that can take up as much headspace as it wants. So what I do now is there's a tool that allows me to stay a little bit more organized, to be able to check and verify whether or not it actually has potential or not, and it saves me a lot of time. So let's dive into my phone, and I'm gonna show you guys everything about this app and how you guys can use it to verify and find potential products to sell on Amazon. So it's inside Helium 10. If you guys don't have Helium 10 yet, then go to the link down below. You can get 50% off for the first month. If you guys already have Helium 10, then you have access to this. All you need to do is actually go and download the Helium 10 app in the App Store. And then what you'll do is you actually sign in to your account. And at the very bottom, you see profits, atomic, alerts, and then you hit the research button. And this is where you're going to unlock a lot of information right at the tips of your fingers that allows you to do product research at any given moment. And I absolutely love this, because sometimes I get a little unorganized. Like I was saying, I created a list and sometimes I would forget about it. And right here, I can literally in 2 seconds, I can know, hey, is this worth my time to research in the future? So we're going to take the happy birthday yard signs for an example. So as I was driving down the road, it kind of popped into my head. So what I do is I'm going to come up with a keyword. I'm going to come over here to the Helium 10 app, go to the research tab, hit search. Right up here, I type it in, I hit search, and it's going to load a ton of information breaking down this particular product. So it's got the search volume, it's got the search volume trend, it's got the competing products. The top right-hand corner, this is kind of cool. I can actually pin or unpin it, and it will actually save it to a product list, which for me, that's beneficial. If I find a product that might have potential, I want to pin it so that I can come back to it in the future and I don't forget about it. So right there, I see the search volume. So obviously I see that there's a lot of search. Competing products, yeah, there's a decent amount. It's not too crazy. We'll look at the top products and you'll see that it shows that it has quite a few reviews. And I think this is just a little bug, and I think I'm sure Helium 10 will fix this. But those reviews are a little bit inflated and they're a little bit more than what Amazon actually shows. So if I click on this, again, it shows me the revenue. So it shows me this product is doing $12,000. I'm like, wow, this product is doing awesome. It shows the units sold. It shows the BSR. It shows the sales trend over time. It shows the top ranking keywords. I mean, it shows everything. And again, you can pin the keywords. So happy birthday yard signs, I can pin that. Yard signs, I can pin. Birthday yard signs. Again, that one has good search volume, but less competing products. So that one's I definitely want to pin to look up and do a little bit more digging. So I'm going to pin that. And again, I'll come back to it a little bit later on. So from kind of just at first glance, I see, okay, well, there's demand. There's not a ton of competing products. The reviews might make you a little concerned, but just kind of don't look at the reviews for right now until they get that updated. Because if we come over here, and it's actually kind of cool, I can hit open in Amazon. So I'm going to click on open in Amazon, and you're going to see that this product has 308 reviews. So it doesn't have near as many as it says. Again, I think that's a little glitch. I think they're going to fix that. But once they fix that, and if it shows the accurate reviews, I mean, game changer even more. Again, don't necessarily worry about the reviews. And it's actually, for me, kind of a benefit, because I feel like so many times people just base product research off of reviews and that's it. If that's what you do, I hate to break it to you, there's a little bit more to product research than just looking at the reviews. Okay, so don't get accustomed to just looking at the reviews and that's it. Because obviously there's a little bit more to product research. So I'm going to come back. I get a feel like that seller only has 308 reviews and they're crushing it. I mean, they're doing 12K in sales. It's a $26 product, and it breaks down all the keywords. I got those saved. So now when I get home and I'm at my computer, I can actually dive into a little bit more depth of this particular product, because I've somewhat, again, I didn't vet it 100%, but I have a general idea of, oh, this could be good. So that's kind of how that works. I want to show you guys some other things. My neighbor across the street, he loves feeding the birds, and he throws out kind of bird seeds all on the road. And we get these birds, they're called chuckers. We got all sorts of types of birds. My dog actually loves it. She goes and chases them. But he has a lot of different like bird houses and bird feeders. And so for me, I was like, oh, that could be a potential product idea. Again, every time I see something, like my mind just automatically thinks Amazon. Okay, so try to train yourself and train your brain to do that. And so if I come over here and I just type in birdhouse, I hit search, and I see, okay, well, there's 81,000 search volume. Competing products is fairly low. That could be something that I could look at. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to the related keywords. And this is actually a really cool, again, feature. It sparks other ideas. So your first initial idea might not be good, but the related keywords might have some good options. And right here, we have a hummingbird house with 51,000 search volume and 1,000 competing products. So I'm going to click on that, because that sounds really interesting. And I'm like, okay, a hummingbird house, like I know a hummingbird house is a little bit different than like a normal bird house. We've got 51,000 search, 1,000 competing products. At first glance, I mean, obviously they have a ton of reviews, but that's not going to stop me. Again, that's not necessarily what I'm looking at. I'm more looking at the search volume and the competing products, So I'm going to pin that and come back to it a little bit later on. So that is how I go through and actually use the tool, pin those. And if we come back to the main menu, you can actually see where it says my list. So view saved products / keywords. And right there, it has all of the keywords that I've saved and that I'm actually going to come back and research later down the road. So I'm super excited to use this. Again, this is like brand new tool that they just released. They're going to be making improvements guaranteed every single few weeks. So be on the lookout. I'll make some updated videos about this, but I absolutely love that. And now what I want to do is show you what I'm going to do inside my computer to verify it a little bit further. So that's how I use the app, to just kind of get a general idea of, okay, is there actually demand for it? Are they actually doing sales? Is it crazy competition? And once I kind of figure that out, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to close out my phone and we're going to jump into my screen and I'm going to show you how I'm going to verify it a step further, again, using the Helium 10 suite of tools. So that wooden, it was a hummingbird house. And I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to search hummingbird feeder or house. Let's do hummingbird house, whatever it is. And right here, you can see that, again, I mean, there's not a ton of reviews. It looks like there's a few sellers that have some reviews, but I'm going to come over here, come to the Chrome extension. Again, verify it a step further. You can't just find a random keyword and look at, oh, it's got search, I'm going to order that. There's a little bit more to product research. So I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to look at, again, the search volume, crazy, 51,000 searches. The average reviews is 222, and I'm looking at these sellers doing $20,000, $29,000, $36,000, $20,000 selling this hummingbird house. Now that could be a potential product, and I could go and verify a step further, which I will do for you guys. I'm going to come right here, and this seller, let's find this one, who has 34 reviews, is doing $36,000. I'm going to click on this little checkbox. I'm going to hit run keyword search and I'm going to verify it one step further. Really make sure, okay, is the demand actually there? Are there other keywords? Because if there's just one keyword, like that's not enough. I'm going to come over here, do the organic rank. And this is how I go about really vetting and verifying a potential product idea. I'm going to sort from largest to smallest. And you're going to see that hummingbird house, wooden hummingbird house for nesting. I mean, look at that search volume. The competing products is extremely low. The CPR number is extremely low. Right there, that could be a great product opportunity. And it all stemmed from me looking at my neighbor across the street, seeing him feed all the birds, his bird houses. So I searched the keyword bird houses in the app. I didn't have my laptop. I didn't want to do a full breakdown. So I searched it in the app. It showed me related keywords and it was hummingbird house, which is kind of like a birdhouse, but obviously it's very different. I mean, all of these keyword phrases have hummingbird specifically. It's not a birdhouse, it's a hummingbird house. Just like that, I found a potential idea off of something that I used inside the Helium 10 app that gave me related keywords. And then as you guys saw the progression as I went through kind of the process to verify it a little bit more. So the Helium 10 suite of software tools when it comes to product research is a complete game changer. So if you guys don't have Helium 10, definitely recommend going to the link down below. You guys are going to get 50% off for the first month. You guys can try it out, see how amazing it is. And you'll be surprised at how many product opportunities you will find if you just follow essentially everything that I laid out. Relate things to Amazon, search for different keywords, find related products. Again, don't just look at the reviews number because, again, that's not everything about product research. There's a little bit more to it. You got to look at the search volume. You got to look at the competing product number. You got to look at the CPR number. All of those things play into account of a good potential profitable winning product. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, you guys get $100. I'm picking one lucky winner, $100. All you need to do is like the video, subscribe, drop a comment. This $100 could cover a Helium 10 subscription. Go subscribe, spam the comments. I appreciate your guys' support. I hope you guys learned something new and we'll see you in the next video.